Coming on to the short rallies between Zheng and Hashimoto. Hashimoto has of course won 14 1-4 short rallies, 5-8 shots. Again, bit of a dominance there with leading by 2 points, and in the 8+ short rallies, clear-cut dominance that shows the persistence, consistency of Hashimoto.
Now it's going to be the next match in this contest. Odo Satsuki is going to take on Loy Ming Ying.
Umpire won the toss. Very difficult from this view to know who is going to serve.
There's Odo Satsuki on your screen, and that's Loy Ming Ying. Loy Ming Ying, one of the youngest players on show in this tournament at the age of 14. 14-year-old Singaporean is ranked 178.
We can see so much of development coming from that city in sports too. They are the leading hub for Asia for the corporate companies there, servicing different parts of the world. But now it looks like they're creating an army of players.
Well, this year, Odo Satsuki, he had won a silver at the World Championships in Doha in the mixed doubles. Then at the Asian Championships last year in Kazakhstan, Astana, she was a part of the Japanese team that won the doubles gold medal and also the team event. So she was a part of that team last year. The Japanese had won that title, remember?
Calm before the silence. On the other first point, Odo taking away, showing more experience over this 14-year-old kid, sports kid from Singapore. And on the other side, for Indian fans, bit of a slow start. They are losing first game. Odo slowly, gradually taking away some early points to 2-3-1. Yes, Loy is right now completely inexperienced. In fact, I would say inexperienced, but getting more experience here. It was a very, very deep slice, but done by Odo. Loy couldn't adjust properly. The back in attack she wanted to play. Odo has taken a surprise with that block. He was not expecting Loy to reach there, but this time down the line backhand Quite a courage for this young kid to play this stroke. Lead service. Good amount of spin is generated, putting Odo under pressure. Not bad.
तारी का भाई ना बहुत
Oh, serious play here by Odo. Loy completely charged with three breathless power shots there. Gain a 3-point lead. Odo could now completely adjust it to the speed. She knows the game that Loy is bit inexperienced, so she could defend the shots of Loy very easily, and with that comfortable 5-point lead. And with this now, first game, Japan continues to gain more dominance, charging towards the final. If Odo gets this 3-0, then Japan would go to meet finals with China there. And on the other side, Dia Chitale is leading by 1.98. Good for the Indian fans. Him is quite a head turner. Dia used everything she had. Kim is pretty consistent with her efforts, with her blocks. Coming back, table number 1. Odo would complete. Odo would want to have a initial dominance so that she can help Japan to get to reach the finals there. Miwa Harimoto had done the job. (2-0). Cheer from the Japan's corner. Wow. A bit of joy Loy has brought in for the team members. Fault service, it went out. Odo to serve, 3-1. As a strategy, Odo is playing a good game. Loy is playing a good game against Odo, trying to displace her onto the services, well picking up her services, giving her a little bit of a pressure there, but not being so consistent on third or fourth ball subsequently. And that is where a bit of an inexperience is shown, and that's okay. That's how you gain the lot more experience of higher level play. Obviously, when you step out to play against such one of the world's best. It puts you under a lot more pressure. All eyes are on them. Good banana flick. Couldn't sustain it for a long. Missed out to the point. Zheng Odo with 5 points lead now. Again, Loy missed that. Did it absolutely. He picked up the service beautifully with the backhand. Again, missed out point. Completely out of rhythm she is. Maybe you could take a little more time to do the serve. A strawberry there by Odo. She bent down with a power stroke. Came back 10-2 lead. Look at it.
Well,
Miwa Harimoto gave a standing ovation with a smile.
whatever you've seen of Loy so far, what do you make of her game though?
I think she's absolutely playing in the right direction. She's playing a lot more balls, and it was a beautiful block by her. Odo had no chance of reaching to that ball and give away the points. Banana went out, landed onto a different zip code altogether. Good attempt though. So you were asking me about Loy. I think the way she's playing, good for confidence that she's getting, that she is picking up the ball, she's picking up the services really perfectly well, but not being able to hold the rally for a long because of her experience though.
Yes, and as you can see now, Odo just getting a bit of that royal treatment that each of these Japanese players give each other. It's a wonderful display of team spirit, one would say. On the other side, the youngster from Singapore just getting a bit of tips from her coach. Yesterday though, you may remember that Loy wasn't a part of the Singaporean team that beat India. In fact, it's a little bit surprised maybe that Tan Zhao Yun, who won both her games yesterday, isn't playing this semi-final. I mean, you would at least want to have her there.
Yes, absolutely, but that's okay. It's good to give chance to a lot more players and put them onto a roster as they know that along with the medal you have to train the young peddlers there. The training is a very important part, and it's a process, and specifically for such high level tournament, if you put them where they face world's best, yes, that's one of the best way of giving them the confidence they need.
Well, and also if you look at the rankings, just from that perspective, there isn't much to choose actually, because Zheng is the only one who's like way ahead at 50 in the Singaporean team, that is. But if you look at the others, the next one is Tan at 166, and then you've got in quick succession Loy at 178 and Serlin at 179. So in terms of rankings, not much to choose between those. So yes, would have been surprising if they would have spat out someone like Zheng then.
Yes, and I guess Bei Serlin played really well.
Yes,
She was so brilliant. Even though she carries lesser experience, but the way she has come up with that, I would say, monk face, it's I would say that in coming years she's going to be quite a challenger there, because some of the rallies that she has took away from Miwa Harimoto, who is world number 7, not by fluke. Again and again she demonstrated her skills.
No, it's been fantastic that way. But now we can see that this is another time out. Like the way the Japanese carry themselves, you can see those smiles, particularly from Miwa Harimoto, and keeps the atmosphere light and breezy so that At least during a game, at least during a match, even if there's tension, you are still not taking the burden of pressure on your shoulders.
Yes, even though she has a huge burden of the country, I would not say burden, I would say responsibility on her shoulders, but she carries it as a pride with more smile. Odo leading by 4 points. Leading by 2 points here, 4-2.
Yes, and Odo has got the opportunity to close out this match here for Japan. And also for whatever you may say that Loi Ming-ying, the fact that at the age of 14 she's ranked 178th in the world, it is truly a reflection of her hard work and also credit to the system that she's come from. And even there, even though she lost the point, she was there competitive and still trying to hold up against a player of the caliber of Odo.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what you said, that you need to have more players onto the roster. Look at the way she is having a power block. Wow, absolutely going with the momentum.
Loi deserved that point there because she was there, she just continued to block and then ultimately managed to find that point. That's another point, it's 5-all. Come on, youngster. We've already seen Farazi pull off something really special. I know that sets the bar really high.
Oh, that's quite a backhand down the line. It requires so much of precision there on that pendulum service with so much of cut there.
And that's great precision. Oh,
Again,
a sequence of
back to
points.
back.
A sequence of points, in fact. Now she's moved up in the lead by 2 points. It is 7-5. Sachin, the last passage of play, we've seen that Loi is a lot more confident and her shots are really landing right.
Yes, absolutely professional there.
And just as I said it, the commentator's curse, she hits the net. Oh my.
Oh, that was quite a backhand by Odo. Ball was the way the trajectory of the ball was like almost aeroplane taking off from the ground. Up in the air towards the boundary, and now it's again lead has gone back to Odo.
Well, when you said that up in the air towards the boundary, I was expecting a fielder to get underneath that one. For those who are watching us around the globe, of course, that's a reference to the sport of cricket, which is very popular here in India. Anyways, getting back to table tennis, it's 8-all now. Loi has managed to equalize. And also in other news, DPR Korea have taken a 1-0 lead against India in that 5th to 8th position match. Kim Kum-yong beating Dia Chitre 11-6, 11-9, 11-9. Now, Odo on 9 points. What a shot! Block, and then just on that third shot, managed to change the angle of her racket and placed it to perfection. It is now 9 apiece.
Oh, it was a good counter spin by Odo. He was on top of it. He had already covered that stroke in her syllabus.
And now it's match point, not just for Odo, but also for Japan. She wins this and they seal their passage through to the finals.
Japan is going to final with that final shot. Odo sealed the victory, not just for herself, as you rightly said, for Japan. You can see standing ovation by the team there.
Japan are through. The defending champions will get an opportunity to defend their crown once more. Last year in Kazakhstan, they had won this title and now they are heading towards the final, setting up a clash with China. That is a match that every table tennis lover would want to see. True quality will be on offer. Japan have beaten Singapore 3-0 and they are confident. It has been a campaign that truly reflects their quality. But now a sterner test awaits them as China are ready and up for the challenge in the final.
Yes, absolutely. And this is the final that you would be waiting for. Japan versus China. Best of the best. That's something what the Indian fans would want to see. We would gather here at this beautiful stadium of Bhubaneswar, Kalinga Stadium of Bhubaneswar. Last minute pleasantries. Players are gathering for a photograph there.
Yes, one for the memories, of course. You know, you are up against such a quality team, and you know, it's also about inspiration. You take those photos and then you take it back home, and then you aspire to be like some of those bigger players, and who knows, you might actually go and achieve that. So that is definitely something that the Singaporean players would want. One for the memory, and they are now lining up for the photograph. Meanwhile, let me also tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back soon on table number 1, and I'm just going to update you on the schedule right away. The next match on table number 1 is at 4 p.m. IST, that is 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. It's going to be Hong Kong, China taking on Chinese Taipei in the men's semi-final. And then later in the evening at 6:30 p.m. IST, it will be the other men's semi-final. It's going to be China taking on Japan. So these quality encounters are on offer here at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. So we will be back really soon. In fact, I'll tell you exactly when we'll be back. That's 4 p.m. IST. So don't go anywhere. Come back at 4 p.m. IST. The action continues. The great display of table tennis is here at the Kalinga Stadium.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, pingsunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.